In 1995, a young man walked into his parents' home with an idea. He wanted to quit his stable job, risk everything, and start a business on something most people didn't even understand yet: the internet. He warned them there was a 70% chance it would fail. They invested anyway. That company would become Amazon. But this isn't his story. This is the story of the woman who made it possible. In 1964, in Albuquerque, a 17-year-old girl gave birth to a baby boy. Her name was Jacqueline Gies, and from the moment he was born, the world began to tell her what she couldn't do. She couldn't finish school. She couldn't succeed. She couldn't raise a child on her own. But Jacqueline refused to accept that. When her school tried to shut her out, she pushed back and kept pushing until they finally let her return, against all odds. But the conditions were harsh. She wasn't allowed to speak to other students. She couldn't eat in the cafeteria. She had to arrive and leave within minutes of the bell. Still, she agreed, because quitting was never an option. Her marriage didn't last. By the time her son was 2, she was a single mother with almost nothing, working as a secretary, earning just $190 a month. No phone, no safety net, just determination. Her father built a simple walkie-talkie system so she could check in every morning. It wasn't much, but it was enough to survive. Building a future. Jacqueline refused to stop learning. She enrolled in night school, bringing her baby along with her, 2 bags in hand, one filled with books, the other with diapers, bottles, and toys. And somewhere in those late-night classes, she met a young refugee from Cuba, Miguel Bezos. He had come to America with nothing, searching for a better life. Together, they built one. He adopted her son and gave him his name, Jeff Bezos. Years passed. Jacqueline put her own dreams on hold to support her family, but she never gave up on them. In her late 30s, she went back to school, and at 40 years old, she finally earned her college degree, a moment of pride built on years of sacrifice. The risk that changed the world. Then came the moment that would define everything. Her son came to her with an idea. Risky, uncertain, unproven. He wanted to sell books on the internet. Almost no one believed in it, but Jacqueline did. She and her husband invested $245,000, their life savings, into a dream that had a 70% chance of failure. That dream became Amazon, her true legacy. By 2018, that investment was worth billions. But for Jacqueline, it was never about the money. It was about belief, about refusing to accept limits, about showing her son what was possible. She passed away in 2025, but her legacy lives on, not just in a company, but in a lesson. Sometimes changing the world starts with someone who refuses to give up.